Batman is the most popular character that we have on sale in the store.
It's hardly surprising to hear from John Hendrick, owner of Big Bang Comics, that Batman is a big seller. He's moved from comic pages to TV and Hollywood blockbusters. But what draws people to The Dark Knight?
I think the image of Batman takes over first of all, and I think that's what appeals to people. And I think afterwards, when they start to find out about him and that there's such a rich character behind it, and these different motives, and I mean, really and truly, what Batman is someone who didn't deal with a tragedy very well.
Those motives have certainly changed through the years. When he first appeared, Batman was a very different character from the one we know today.
Batman, yes, Batman, clad in the somber costume which has struck terror to the heart of many a swaggering denizen of the underworld.
He doesn't use guns anymore. He did originally when he first came out. He killed a few people too. Batman, how he's changed, he has adapted through the decades. In the 60s with, the bat dance and stuff. He doesn't do that anymore.
He also doesn't fight against a Japanese villain on behalf of the US government, as he did in a 1940s TV series. Nor does he embody the over-the-top pop art style of the 1960s, as he did in a hugely popular TV show starring Adam West.
Hand me down the sharp repellent bat spray!
The comics have shown a wide range of styles too, dark noir and horror, to sci-fi and colourful camp. From his pulp beginnings to the recent movie trilogy dealing with themes of terrorism, Batman has always, to some degree, echoed the style and mood of the time.
They do bring in aspects of, real world stuff. Batman comics in general, they were always trying to do something different, and it's hard to do something different with a character that's been around for 75 years. They'll always try and make Batman relevant to people that way. Frank Miller did it in The Dark Knight Returns. Ronald Reagan was the president at the time, and he was sending Superman off against the Russians. So all of those aspects will always creep in,
Despite those changes, for John, the reason Batman is still around is one thing that's remained constant over 75 years.
I think the reason why Batman is still here 75 years later, and will probably in some way be in the mythos of the world in 75 years' time, is he's human. He has his faults, and he can fail. It's not like Superman. It's not like, Green Lantern. It's not like any of the other heroes who have these magical superpowers, that they have an out. Batman doesn't have that. He just has himself. He has his mind. And I think that's what people enjoy. It's like any great detective series. It's one man. And I think that's where the appeal is.